Hi, today is June 18th. Today's lesson is going to cover how to design a trading system using just filters. The reason this is important is because filters are the more powerful features in Trade Ideas Pro. While alerts are the things that you see and are visible, filters is the way you really paint the picture of what you want the chart to look like. Let's take a look at what we did today. In today's lesson, we're going to show you how to design a system that shows you stocks that are consolidating in a very tight range after they've made a move to either the upside or the downside. Let's take a look and see how we set this up using only filters. I'm going to right click and select configure, and here you can see all of the elements that are selected in this window. All of them are primarily this color, which means that they're window specific filters, and I'm going to talk about this one last. So let's click on this tab. Here are my window specific filters. I have no minimum price, but I have a maximum price of $100. I have a maximum spread of 10 cents just to make sure that I don't see stocks that are really trading wide like a dollar or $1.50 where I could get hurt if I was going to try to get in. The next filter is a filter that we always use when creating systems to either automate or even to trade by hand, because this filter, the max distance from inside market, is a filter that helps you to get rid of bad prints. What this means is that at the time of at the time that this stock met all of the criteria, the stock was not printing outside of the best offer or the best bid. Let's continue down. We have a minimum daily volume for all the stocks that are going to be in this system of 500,000 shares. Again, what that means that over the last month, on average, this stock trades at least 500,000 shares. Primarily, this is done so that we know we can get in and out of our stock fairly quickly. This system that we're making is designed to trade anywhere from 100 to 500 shares. So again, this ensures us that if we're getting out quickly without too many problems. Let's continue. We have a max volume today of 75%. This means that at the time that all of the filters are being met, the stock is only trading 75% of its average volume for the day. That means an at most. All this means that there's not a particularly large volume spike at this time, and that means that the volatility is slowing down. Again, this is a max volume today filter set at 75%, so it's at most 75% of the average volume. Let's continue down. Okay, here is how we define that the stock has made at least somewhat of a move either to the up or the downside. We have a minimum range today of 1.85 points. And what this means that again, the stock has had to have moved from the high to the low at least $1.85. It could have moved up or it could have moved down, but at least there was this much movement, and that's a minimum. So most likely everything is going to be at least this much or more. And now let's figure out the last and most important piece, which is how did we get this tight range? And here's how we did it. We have a filter called minimum and maximum range in the last 30 minutes. And what I selected was 25 cents. So that means while it had made a move of at least $1.85 at some point today between the high and the low, in the last 30 minutes it's only been in a 25-cent range. And this is how you design this particular filter. There's no other filters set up. So when I go to my strategies tab, you see that there's a heartbeat alert. What happens is this: if I don't select any other alerts, the heartbeat will automatically default to let me know that these are the stocks that meet my criteria. Again, the heartbeat is an automatic default to let me know that these stocks meet my criteria. So let's take a look at what this looks like. Here we go. Right now, IPHS has come across. And again, today is June 18th, and you can take a look at this on any chart and confirm it for yourself. We're doing this lesson in West Coast time. Here is the tight range over the last half hour. Okay, we're talking about a 25-cent range in the last half hour. This is a 5-minute chart. Okay, you can take a look beforehand. CPRT, again, same, in a very tight range. also PE and N, same thing, very tight range over the last half hour. Okay, so then the question is, what do we do with this information? How do we make it into a trading system? This is where we let the odds maker take over. Now that we've designed the system, let's figure out what to do with it. I'm going to press the backtest button. Okay, and I'm going to bring the configure odds maker window into view. In this particular case, what we're going to do is we're going to try to short this move because we know that the market's been fairly weak lately. So we're going to attempt to short it. We're going to start the strategy 30 minutes after the open because, again, we want to have it make that move in the beginning and then let it potentially consolidate. So we're going to start the strategy 30 minutes after the open. And this is a strategy where we're going to employ a 50-cent stop and we're going to hold the stock for 30 minutes before the close. Now let's run the system. The odds maker is calculating through all of the different trades that have come across over the last 15 trading days. It's 99% complete, so let's take a look. Okay, out of 242 possible trades that have made this criteria, 140 won at least a penny in the 30 minutes before the close. That's a 57% win rate. That's pretty good. And notice that our average winner is 52 cents, while our average loser is 33 cents. It's not quite 2x, but because we have a high win rate of 57%, this system gives us a net winning of 40 points. This is a pretty good system, and as you can see by the printout, again, there's a decent amount of manageable trades and a good net winnings number out of a 242 possible trades. This is a system that's designed to trade anywhere from 100 to 500 shares. And this concludes the lesson of how to build a system using just filters in Trade Ideas Pro.